We got LSU. Where is Lamar?
They play in the Southland Conference, a program that has some great tradition going back to the days of Billy Tubbs and company. That at the moment as they get it inside, and there's Anderson on the lay-in. The LSU starting five. Cook came off the bench in his first game. He will start tonight. Jalen Reed and Will Baker give the Tigers some beef down low and some offensive rebounding. Mike Williams, a talented freshman that they had high hopes for.
Yeah, Mike Williams did a lot of point guard duties before Jalen Cook came back. Mike Williams, as a freshman, has done a great job defensively. He's in the top 10 in steals in the SEC.
LSU has been kind of a mixed bag in that they lead the league in steals and forced turnovers. Okay. They also cough it up a bunch, something that they're going to try and clean up now with the emergence of a true point guard in Jalen Cook. There's Matt McMahon now in his second year. Can't say enough about the job that Coach McMahon did at Murray State. 3 NCAA tournaments. Probably
LSU's white guy.
The COVID year, they were a dominant force in the OVC. Really took over a tough situation last year. Has some of those missing parts this year. They hope to make a run now with Cook in the lineup as Jalen Reed gets the rejection.
You can see a lot of what Coach McMahon would want to do. A lot of ball dribble, ball handoff. Keep that spacing. Right now it's getting a little tight in there, but great pass.
Offensive rebound, Baker. Now a scrum. Mike Williams comes away with it. Deep three on the way. That's too strong. And the rebound cradled by Pennebaker. On the wing, it's a three off the mark, and there's LSU on the rebound. Here comes Cook on the attack, and Cook will draw the foul. That will not. Oh, they will count the basket. I beg your pardon. That's an and one.
We pop with your body. We with the game. We're with the mafia.
Transition. That's under control. Great balance and great touch right there.
Yeah.
Free throw is too strong for Jalen Cook. 4-2 lead for LSU. The Tigers coming in 6-5 on the season, and now there's a steal. And here comes Cook attacking again. That time blocked at the rim by Pryor. Cardinals the other way. And a travel on Lamar.
So I thought that was a good job, Mike, where LSU, one of the issues of defending the three-point line this year, there's been a couple of them, but one of them is in transition defense. They had gone back, communicated, stopped the ball, identify shooters. They did a better job there doing that. That's just one of 3 things that they're going to have to do to be a better three-point defensive team. One of them is understanding how to defend the ball screen better and defensive rebounding, not having an offensive rebound kickback.
There's just a sloppy turnover again. There's played LSU all year long, and then they get it right back on a steal. Break away, Slam City. A step on the other end by Jordan Wright, the former Vanderbilt Commodore. Jordan Wright lit it up in the loss against Texas. Had a productive 4 years at Vanderbilt. As the 3 is rattled home on the other end, making a deep 2 rattled home on the other end.
And you'll see Lamar put this full court pressure on for the majority of the game, and not only to get steals, but just to slow down that offense so they're not playing defense with 20, 25 seconds each time in the half court.
Working around the perimeter, shot clock down to 8 seconds, and Cook, again, always on the attack, draws the foul. A great opening stanza for him, and a 2-point lead for LSU. Well, we touched on this in the opening segment, points of emphasis for LSU to kind of hit their stride. Obviously, step number one was getting Jalen Cook in the lineup. That's a go. Now, got to take better care of the basketball. Just too many turnovers right now. Worse in the SEC in handling the basketball. The three-point defense has not been strong. That'll be a factor certainly tonight against the Lamar team that shoots it well. And the defensive rebounding, Pat, which that one's a head-scratcher for me because they've got size. Will Baker is 7 feet. Jalen Reed is 6'10". I mean, they've got some bodies, and yet they're just not boxing out well enough.
Yes, and Coach McMahon said, listen,
6
it's just
and
about
5,
going after
5
it. You get a lot of times, they forget about technique. You just go grab it. And the guards can go back to and get some rebounds. And the lack of defensive rebounding has resulted in them giving up some offensive rebound, kick back out for 3-point shots. So if they can clean that up, tighten it up, that's just half the battle. And with Jalen Cook being back, it doesn't have to be other guys trying to figure out what to do. They talk about taking care of that basketball like it's your significant other. You know what I'm saying? You got to hold on to that thing. Make good decisions with it.
I think we're learning a lot about your personal life, Pat Bradley. Appreciate you sharing here on this forum.
I mean, I've slept with my basketball, I'd say, over half of my life.
Yeah.
Michael, I'd say it all the time, if you're good to the basketball will be good to you.
Sounds like a very healthy love story right there.
3, no good.
The Tigers who remain chilly.
Dong!
But that's a man who's not chilly. That's Will Baker crashing and slamming one home.
You can see Lamar's offense. They like to start it and spread out.
And jump ball.
And then they like high-low action. They like inside out. Kick it out from the 3. That's how you shoot 38% from the 3-point line. You get good looks.
Tonight, we have got the the 76ers at Warriors. Yeah. The 76ers, which is at 8. Stay tuned in.
Just outside the lane, working the high post. Nothing there. Almost a 3-second violation. Shot clock
stolen by LSU.
And a breakaway.
Dunk!
5 turnovers forced by LSU's defense, and Carlos Stewart on the business end of the breakaway to make it 11-4. That's another turnover on Lamar.
Last 2 possessions, it's been LSU and their ability to get down and defend the ball. Great job stepping into the passing lane right there.
I'll say 2 minutes upstairs.
Mike, one of the issues that LSU has had defensively is the fact that they've allowed that dribble penetration. And Lamar they average about 18 assists per game, 17 assists per game. So one thing that LSU's offense can do, keep the basketball in front of you, because if they get by you, that offensive player gets by you. Now you're going to need help. And that's when they kick out for a 3, and that's when the rotations happen. So if you can keep your guy in front of you, you're going to eliminate a big part of what their offense is and make them beat you one-on-one. Take tough 2s, contest their 3s, and that's going to help LSU's defense because they aren't much improved this year. I mentioned Will Baker, Jalen Reed. Those guys have done Derek Fountain. Those guys have done a good job defending around the rim, blocking shots. So if those LSU guards
look at this battery.
That's half the battle.
Well, this is the other battle for LSU.
No good on the putback.
They called it run it back up. Lamar has turned it over 6 times in their 10 possessions. Baker with a paint touch, kick out pass. Derek Fountain, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, is back out to Cook on a reset. Cook, Pearlie, and offensive foul that time called on Jalen Cook. Your thoughts, Pat Bradley?
Well, I think that's that Will Baker. He sort of stepped in too late, wasn't set. He just put his shoulder in to try to set that pick from Jalen Cook. But we will see a lot of high balls.
Baker gets tagged with the foul, but a chance of redemption. Another dime dropped by Cook, and Baker on another finish.
You're going to get that, right? With so many of the high balls from for a big 7-footer, you're going to, at times, be rushed and not be set. Set that screen.
They need Will Baker to start playing the way he did at the beginning of the year. He had a sickness and he was battling. His playing production really leveled off. But at the beginning of the year, he was a force. Transfer from Nevada, who was all conference in the Mountain West.
So that play right there, Mike, you had 4 LSU guys. The ball just bounced by them. And the guy who got the basketball was the guy laying on the floor from Lamar. And the ball just finds its way. Now, we talked about the defensive rebound and how important that is for a number of reasons. First of all, LSU is good when they get out on the break. How do you get on the break? Defensive rebounding, steals, and also, if you want to be a better three-point defensive team, eliminate those offensive rebounds because it's easy, as you well know. Offensive rebound, kick back out because the defense is all over the place, and also because it's an easier shot when your shoulders are squared to the basket.
Lamar has already burned 2 timeouts, and we've got over 7 minutes to play in the first half. Alvin Brooks in his 3rd year as a head coach and a former Lamar Cardinal, part of a couple of NCAA tournament teams. A timeout works well as it leads to a 3-point shot. First 3 of the game.
Yeah, Jackson is another one of the transfers on this team. Just right out the field.
How about a 3-ball response? Can't find the mark, but another LSU offensive rebound. Tigers using the size and length to their advantage here thus far. With pinball action out and out of bounds, it'll be LSU ball with 11 to shoot.
And all the talk about rebounded, it's been LSU that's been doing the most damage on the offensive glass.
And the Tigers already with 5 offensive rebounds in this game. Tyrell Ward will be the trigger man on the baseline. Around the horn into the hands of Williams. Looking at that zone, trying to find a crease. He'll settle for a 3, and it's a knockdown 3 that time by Carlos Stewart. He's got 5. Lamar trying to find some space. LSU pretty suffocating defensively. And there's an air ball 3, and that'll be LSU basketball. Good defense by the Tigers.
That's been the story of the game to me, has been LSU's ability to keep the ball in front of them, not allowing Lamar, as we talked about, their high assist team, want to get by you. They just want to spread you out. They do want to play fast as well. And credit LSU, they've done an excellent job defensively.
Tigers have made 4 of the last 5 field goals. Lead in the game, number 12, gets the ball on top. Into the hands now of Fountain. Fountain power dribble inside, carving up space, and drops the short jumper.
And their offense is looking good. Body movement, ball movement, the ball whipping around, waiting, and they're patient enough to wait for the right time to attack.
Jackson on the drive. Great hanging shot off the window and in. Jason Jackson out of San Antonio, Texas, a transfer from Abilene Christian, who just lost to Arkansas, the game that preceded us on the SEC network.
Alright guys, this is going to do it for us. We're going to be back with live for 76 is at Warriors. So stay tuned. Alright guys.
So they've done a great job.